When I tell people simple things about their lives, when I say everybody has the choice right now to be either this way or that way, people say, that's easy for you, Sadhguru, you are aware. Tell me, who is not aware? There is nobody who's not been aware, there is nobody who is not aware. It is just that most people have not empowered their awareness. They have empowered something else, so accordingly life is happening. Usually in India, they used to call a person who's intuitive, who'd come and observe the geometry of the child's body and would say, this is what is possible in this child's life.
You want something to happen there, you don't have to go there, you can sit here and make it happen.
If they pass an examination, they feel great. If they get a job, they feel great. If they earn $1 million, they feel great. Some nonsense like this. This is like, among the lame people, you're a champion just because you have two legs. Planets, stars, the whole systems, these are all forms. When these forms evolve over a period of time to become efficient forms, seemingly perpetual, they have become seemingly perpetual in our experience because of the perfection of geometry that they have arrived at. It's not something that it suddenly happened. Each one of these forms have evolved over a period of time. Certain forms which evolved beyond a certain point. When I say a certain point, if a form evolves beyond what the human form is competent of doing, then we would refer to that as the divine form. Because anything that is above our capability and competence becomes divine in our experience. These forms are not invented, they're derived. By observing the nature of the universe, identifying that certain forms are able to perform and exist in a reverberance which is beyond what is normally considered human, then all those forms we identified as divine forms, which are worthy of looking up to. Above all, these are forms we have to learn how to use, how to become accessible to these forms which are more competent forms than our own form. There are natural forms on this planet which can function in a higher intensity than the human form, or we can assemble forms, or we can create forms, a certain combination of forms which will function in a higher way than the way we are right now. In fact, the whole system of yoga is just about arranging or rearranging your own form. These 114 chakras, which are a certain energy forms by themselves, if we rearrange them in a certain way, the same human being who has just flesh and blood, living within the compulsive nature of that dimension of life, can suddenly be transformed into a higher possibility.
A chakra literally means a wheel, but what we are referring to is the junction points of the nadis or the energy pathways in the body. These pathways always meet in the form of a triangle. A wheel means a circle. Definitely triangular wheels are more jazzy, isn't it? Would it look better? They always meet in the form of triangles, but we call them a chakra because when we see in somebody, we see it more as a circle because it's radiating a certain dimension of energy. Because it's radiating, all radiation always happens in circular form. You may throw a triangular stone into a lake, still the ripples are circular, isn't it? Just like that, this may be a triangle, but when we see it, it is circular. And another thing is, it suggests movement from one dimension to another. We say it's a chakra because it takes you across. So there are 114 chakras in the system, major chakras, there are more. Major chakras which can be worked upon are 114. Out of this 114, 2 are outside the physical body, 112 are within the body. Out of this 112, 4, there is nothing much to do about them. That is, if you work the other things, these things will happen by themselves. They don't need any system to be worked upon. So 108 are the things that can be actually worked upon. So these 108 are the things that you can work with. The remaining 4 just flower for you, this bonus. If you work well with 108, the other 4 will happen. It's a rewarding place. The other 2 will anyway happen. If these 112 have happened, the other 2 will anyway blossom by themselves. They are not within the physical structure of the body. Now, one can transmit effortlessly if all of this has opened up. If all the 112 are on, transmission is effortless. You want something to happen there, you don't have to go there, you can sit here and make it happen.
It is those people who have transformed themselves or the geometry of their existence to a higher level, either by realization or by understanding or by sheer intensity of energy or emotion. They have transformed themselves into a higher geometric form so that their very presence exudes a completely different dimension of energy, a complete different possibility becomes available around those forms. Then we refer to those forms as divine forms. So in India, such people get referred to as Bhagwan, or there are so many other names which essentially means godlike or divine. The nature of the human body has come with a certain arrangement. There's a whole science which has become a very quasi kind of science these days because of the intuitive sciences have fallen on bad places because general integrity in the society has fallen. People start saying things, guesswork is considered intuition. Otherwise, whenever a child is born, usually in India, they used to call a person who's intuitive, who'd come and observe the geometry of the child's body and would say, this is what is possible in this child's life. Not by looking at the stars, but simply looking at the geometry of the child's body, the energetic geometry of the child's body. So the geometry of the body, rearranging the geometry of the body is about creating a divine form from an ordinary flesh and bone system that we have. Is something wrong with flesh and bone? Nothing wrong, it comes with its limitations. It's a compulsive form. Is something wrong being compulsive? Nothing wrong if you don't appreciate what it means to be free, nothing wrong being compulsive. Is something wrong being a creature on this planet? Nothing wrong. It is just that if you die without exploring the possibility of being something more, human life does not get fulfilled. Every life, from the smallest to the biggest, is aspiring to become a full-fledged life. When I tell people simple things about their lives, when I say everybody has the choice right now to be either this way or that way, people say, that's easy for you, Sadhguru, you are aware. Tell me, who is not aware? Please look at yourself and see. Even in an extreme moment of emotion or anger, there is a spot of awareness even in you, isn't it so? Isn't it there? If it is not there, that means you've become pathologically ill. Otherwise, even in the most extreme moments of emotion within you, there is one dot of awareness. It is just that you are empowering the emotion because you have an investment there. You are not empowering the awareness, that's all. Have you ever had a situation in your life, there was not even a spot of awareness in you? It was always there. It is just that you did not invest on that. You're betting on the wrong horse. You're betting on the horse that you're used to, a known horse. So, because of your friendship with your anger, friendship with your love, friendship with pleasure, friendship with whatever sweet emotions that can happen within you, you're investing on that. You are not investing on that tiny spot of awareness which has always been there with you. There is nobody who's not been aware, there is nobody who is not aware. It is just that most people have not empowered their awareness. They have empowered something else, so accordingly life is happening. Because the human being has come with this possibility which is quite limitless, because of that, people are trying to fix their ambitions and goals in their life. What is a seamless possibility? People are trying to fix it so that they will feel like achievers. If they pass an examination, they feel great. If they get a job, they feel great. If they earn $1 million, they feel great. Some nonsense like this. This is like, among the lame people, you're a champion just because you have 2 legs. So, how far we get in the world are subject to many things. How far we get within ourselves is just a question of arrangement of geometry, understanding, realization, understanding and the competence of being able to arrange it. The whole yogic system, starting from the physical phase of asanas to everything, is essentially to reorganize or to re-engineer our geometry in such a way that it begins to function in a way that you have not imagined possible till now. To live your life beyond your ambitions. The stupid ambitions have come to you because of a limited society in which you're living. Based on that, if you are a little one step ahead of your neighbor, your ambitions are realized. No, I'm not just thinking about this, I want to be the richest man in United States. It is still among the lame. Among the lame, you're a champion, that's all. So, a seamless possibility need not be encapsulated into something silly based on the circumstances in which we are living right now.